I trusted my driving instructor until he showed me why my sister was right all along. When I was around 16, my older sister had this rule that drove me insane anytime I went anywhere. She'd make me share my location, keep her on FaceTime, or send constant updates. It was exhausting, but I always thought she was just paranoid, until I learned why when she was 17. Her own driving instructor pulled her into a back road under the excuse of practicing reverse parking, but instead tried something way worse. She managed to get away, but never told anyone except me. The guy was never caught. But ever since that day, my sister became obsessed with safety. She bought me a used car for my birthday, fully loaded with 4 hidden cameras, 1 on the dash, 1 in the back, and 2 on the corners, facing both the driver and passenger. Her only rule was that they stay on 24/7, no exceptions. At first, I hated it. My friends refused to ride with me. My girlfriend broke up with me saying it felt like my sister was always third wheeling. Eventually, I just started feeling embarrassed, like I couldn't even drive without being monitored, but I figured, hey, at least the cameras might keep me safe. Then came the driving test day. The instructor I got was this super decorated ex-cop named Dave. Everyone said he was the best strict but fair first lesson. He noticed the cameras, instantly frowned and said, "Those aren't allowed during tests." DMV policy, apparently. I told him my sister insisted they stay on for safety reasons. He smiled and said, "Well, then you won't pass. Sometimes you gotta pick your battles, kid," reluctantly. I let him show me how to disconnect them, said it was just temporary for the exam. The final practice session came around. He told me we were heading to an old testing ground just a few miles out. Less traffic, less pressure, I thought. Sure, makes sense. When we got there, it was basically an abandoned industrial lot. Cracked pavement, no lights, no cameras, no other cars. We started the usual drills, parallel parking, 3-point turns, then halfway through. Dave reached over and turned the keys off. "Relaxed a little, kid, you're doing fine, but let's have a quick chat." He locked the doors. His tone shifted completely. "You know, your sister was right about one thing. This world's a lot more dangerous than you think." He reached for the glove box. My heart started racing. "What's going on?" I stammered. "Relax," he grinned. "Just wanted to show you something." I lunged for the door. It didn't budge. "Child, lock activated." He leaned closer. "You trusted me enough to disable your cameras, right? Made it real easy," he whispered. I felt my entire body go cold. Adrenaline kicked in. I pretended to calm down, nodded like I was playing along. Yeah. Sure, you got me. Real funny joke, man." As soon as he loosened his grip, I smashed my elbow into his face, grabbed the door lock switch, flipped it open, and sprinted full speed toward the highway. Nearly got hit, waving my arms like a maniac, until a passing truck driver slammed the brakes and called the cops. By the time law enforcement arrived, Dave was gone. Left my car, abandoned keys still in the ignition. They found his house the next day, searched his garage, and you won't believe what they found. 5 other license plates from students missing over the past couple years. Turns out the cameras in my car weren't the only ones my sister installed. Without telling me, she had a separate GPS tracker hidden under the rear wheel. Well, that's how the cops were able to locate the car so fast. The worst part, he specifically targeted students with overprotective families because he knew sooner or later they'd rebel against their own safety measures, disable their cameras, disconnect their tracking, just to prove they didn't need the protection after the investigation. 3 more victims came forward. All had similar stories. All had been too scared to report him until now. As for me, my sister never said "I told you so." Instead, when I got home that night, she just handed me the spare keys, looked me dead in the eye, and said, "Promise me you'll never question why I do what I do ever again." I nodded, and for once I truly understood.